Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome back to my channel. It's so great to be back, guys. I've been so busy. I just haven't had time to get to my content and my favorite stuff to do, you know. But anyway, it's awesome to be back, guys. So yes, let's get stuck in. I'm on my new map, Charkos Rock. And I'm busy in the background. When I have time, I fiddle around a bit. But anyways, yeah, I've got some interesting stuff for us to have a look at today. The first one, obviously, we have to welcome back Courseplay. I don't know if I've been asleep or whatever, but this is the first thing I hear about Courseplay. So I immediately downloaded it and installed it. I'm going to put a link in the description for you. For FS22, obviously, Courseplay for FS22 is out, and yeah, boy, what a change from the previous version. You have to realign your mind. How the guys have done this, it's actually very brilliant, guys. They haven't built their own GUI. They've actually tapped into FS22's menu system and interface. So what is so nice, so now you can just use Courseplay as sort of almost as if it's part of the game, which I think is very brilliant. Guys, yes, before we carry on, if this is your first time, a warm welcome. Please remember to like and subscribe. The sub is very good. I always love new guys joining, and obviously likes help the channel grow, so please do that. I really appreciate it. Great. So how does Courseplay now work, guys? You obviously download it, drop it in your mods folder, and remember to select it in your mods when you open your map. And then the first thing to do is obviously set up your lands, your fields and folders. So because it's part of the actual game, you have to go in here to your menu with the escape key, and then you'll immediately notice there's a course manager, which is obviously now new. That hasn't been part of the game, but now it is. So what I've done is I've just created folders for every field or fields that I have. I've created folders so I can drop all my field work or courses into that. And then obviously you can create a folder. If you want to do it my way, create a folder for your deliveries and that kind of stuff, exactly the same as the old, but now it's part of the game. Interesting thing here, the mode, it's got a mode now, so you have to change the mode between creation and editing. So this is now edit files. So if you want to delete a file or move it around, you have to go to this mode, which is edit files. So here you can move the entry, delete it, or whatever. I've already created one course there just for fiddling around with. I'm going to show you now how it works. And then obviously if you hit space again, you go back to course interaction. Alright, here you can create a new folder, you can load a course, that type of stuff. So that is a very simple explanation of how it works, and I think everyone can grasp that. It's very easy. Now, how to operate, how to create a course. This is where I've actually had to scratch my head a bit, because it's now part of the actual interface. So you just go to create job as normal, and then you'll see there's a new setting here by job creation for Courseplay fieldwork. The normal one would have been fieldwork, so the new one now is Courseplay fieldwork, and there's the go to the normal one. So you go to Courseplay, and then obviously we're on a field, we want to do fieldwork, because if you've got a trailer on, obviously it will be Courseplay delivery or whatever, you know. So just make sure you've got the Courseplay one selected. Very important is grab your target. In the previous one, you have in the menu, you can select position on the map instead of vehicle position. Now, it doesn't work with vehicle position anymore, but you target it now. So you're going to you select the target, and then you put the start of your course where you want it to start, obviously, which means you can now create courses for all your maps without having to have a vehicle. You could do it in the old Courseplay as well if you selected the select position on the map feature, which basically they've put this one now full time at work. You know. And what's interesting is the vehicle that you've selected now is automatically in there. Alright, so nice. And then obviously you want to set your where you want to start. Normally I'll just leave that at the first waypoint, obviously because you're working with Courseplay, and then you'll just go here, open, close, Courseplay generator. So now we're going to go in there. You select all your options here, as in the previous Courseplay. You're working with the field center, headland corners, how many headlands, all of that. We're all used to that, guys. Except for this one, which is nice, field margin. So you can actually now work outside the field margin the field actually the field edge. You can actually work outside of that a little bit. If there's, say for instance, you want to make your field a tiny bit bigger, and if you hit that Y to create fields while you're plowing, for instance, you can actually make your field a tiny bit wider with this. I haven't tested that, but in my head I think it's going to work like that. Great. So actually I want to actually instead of using this field, I want to just generate a course for this new field that I've bought. So let's plug it in at the longest edge, which is down there, and we're going to go that way, and we're going to go to open course generator. 2.5. This is obviously going to be cultivating, so we're going to go, all that is all standard and normal. Alright, so we're going to go back there, and now, well guys, okay, I finally figured out what's going on here. I thought I'm going mad. In the previous version of Courseplay, you could generate courses without being on the field. But in this version, if you are close to a field, like for instance, if you're standing on a field or next to a field, it will assume that you are on that field. In other words, the Courseplay will try and work for that field. So you're going to select a position. If I now, for instance, put this a position here on this field, like that, you'll see, and now it does it. I think I'm losing my mind. It must be a bug in the system, guys, that I haven't sorted out yet, because now suddenly I can create. Previous attempt I couldn't create. So if I go in there now, suddenly I can create. But just a few minutes ago I've tried. I've been on this field and couldn't create it there. So there's obviously still some bugs. Courseplay is like brand new for FS22. But anyway, so that is where you go. And then once you've created that, now you need to save it, obviously. So we go into our course manager. I'm at field F39, and we're going to go save course. And it doesn't even ask me what name I want. I don't understand this. It's supposed to ask me what name I want. Oh, there you go. I'll click on activate, and then it, I suppose, like I say, there's probably still some more bugs, going around. But anyway, this will be quality 2.5 meters. That's just how I name my things. And go OK. Make sure that you select the field that you've created the course for, the folder, and then it will put it in there for you. Otherwise you have to move it around again and whatever. Change the mode and move it around and that. So the way you'll do that now is you'll select that, and we're going to go change the mode, rename space, change mode, move entry. No, sorry, we're going to go here. We're in there. Great job, set destination. I was actually hoping that there's a thing where I could kick it off. Alright, what you do now, the job is saved, it's put in position. Escape out of that. You press the delete key to bring up the mini hub or the mini menu for Courseplay. And then you select your first waypoint. You can set your offset if you want, and you can hit enter and it will hire a Courseplay user, worker. So just hit that there. I just want to see what happens if, yeah, Courseplay is still not as clever as the in-game workers. Of course, if I, oh my word. Okay, back. Right, let's more manually drive there. Of course, the in-game worker would have driven there by itself, but obviously a Courseplay worker aren't that very clever yet. So there you go, there's our course as per normal in Courseplay. And if we press now, first waypoint, hire a worker, it should be fine, and it should just head straight away into cultivating the field as per normal. There you go, and Courseplay working like usual, as it should be. Great. Okay. So Control H stops the worker, and that's basically the new Courseplay, guys. Have fun with it. I'm going to put a link for the download in the description. You can grab it there and have fun with the new Courseplay, guys. I hope my a bit dilapidated tutorial or showing you how it works. Obviously there's much more to it, but it's still early days for it. I believe you can set deliveries to drop off and all that, but like I say, they've brilliantly incorporated it into the game's AI and into the game's not really as much the AI, but more into the game's interface, or the GUI, the graphics user interface, in other words the menu system and everything. So yeah, great job, guys. Great, which brings us to the next thing I want to show you guys. But before we do that, I want to just sleep, so we can just want to jump to something that's close to the house. Here we go, sorry man, and then quickly just sleep till the morning, then we can nice and easily let's more make it till 9 o'clock, so it's a bit more sun. Oh, that's a new thing. They've got the little Z there, definitely with a new update. I haven't seen that before. Just shows you haven't been playing FS too much. Great, guys. So the next tool I want to show you guys is this one here. It is a 18-meter plow. It's a Bednar, B-E-D-N-A-R, Bednar SM18, 18-meter plow. Now you need a huge tractor to run this, but just to demonstrate, I've got two tractors here for us, the John Deere 7R and also the Case Quad-Track, the 620. That is the largest Quad-Track on the Case series that you get. Good. Don't mind my trees flickering there in the back, guys. It's a bug on my system. I've been fiddling with that for many moons, can't figure it out yet, and it just comes and goes. Just now it will stop flickering and everything will be kosher. For some reason our trees are flickering. I don't know why it does that. I've set so many settings, tried to fix it up, but I just haven't had luck with it yet. It's definitely a bug in their display thing. It's not my drivers. I've reinstalled my drivers, updated them to the latest. So it's just something that I don't know why it's doing that yet. Anyways, we're back to the job at hand. Great. So what I've done here is I've taken the 7R for this plow. I'm just going to show you in the shop quick where it is. It is under plows, obviously, and then the Bednar will be here. This is it here. It's a Swifter plow, SM 18,000. I don't know why it's 18,000. They could have just called it 18, because it's an 18-meter plow. You've got option of colors. The plow is 120,000 bucks, which is fairly expensive. It can run 15 k's an hour, which is not bad. At 18 meters, that's very nice. And you need 500 horsepower or 368 kilowatts to run it, or to pull it, to draw it. Great, guys. I'm just taking a sip of coffee. I hope you've got something nice to drink. So if you don't have, pause the video now, grab some and let's sit back and enjoy the rest of the video together. I actually made some nice filter coffee this morning. Wonderful. Okay. Apparently this thing weighs 16 tons. That is a huge amount of weight. How can it be 16 tons? It's probably because of all the steel. Must be all of the thick, strong steel in it. Unfortunately, there's no tires to select or anything else, but I mean, it's a plow, guys. Alright. Let's go back to our tractor and our setup here. I've put the 7R on here. Oh, but that tree's flickering is really annoying. And that just happened just because we slept for the night. Because yesterday it wasn't flickering and now it's flickering. But anyways, let's not get distracted. To show you how it plows with the 7R, I'm going to obviously just hire a worker for us, and then we can have a look at the speed. Now normally this plow can, if you have enough power, run at 15 k's an hour, which is about probably about 9 miles an hour if you work in miles. Good. So here you can see 8 kilometers an hour, or about 5 miles is the max you're going to get from this boy. Going to let it finish this round, and then we will put the case quad track on this boy. See what that does. It's a nice plow, guys. I've chosen this way because normally you won't plow this field uphill, because that will be totally crazy. But I've chosen this way just to see what it does on the uphill with the 7R. If you plow normally like there, on the bottom, you will definitely get the speed at 8 k's an hour, which is fine. I'm sure that's all right. So anyways, let's put our quad track on here, get this going. Guys, I'm gonna just sort out this screen flickering. It's driving me crazy. Well guys, after another hour of troubleshooting, and this way and that way, I think my graphics card is busy packing up. That's probably what it is. It's a few years old already. I promised myself a new graphics card, I think a few videos back, but yeah, Christmas came and all the stuff happened, you know, so it's just not finances for that now. Maybe in future. But anyways, guys, we are digressing from our job at hand. We wanted to see how this case runs with this plow. So here it is. This should actually max it out at 15. Yeah, there you go. Even with the uphill, because it's overpowered for the plow now. Because it's 620 horsepower and it requires 500. But I mean, going up a hill, well, not that this is a big hill, but it is a bit of an incline. So yeah, as expected, full speed for this. Very, very nice. But there you have it, guys. Nice plow. Nice plow to enjoy. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I'll put the download link in the description as well for this plow. And some nice interesting new stuff for Farming Simulator. I see there's a lot of new maps released. Yeah, it's exciting, guys. I just haven't had time to play any of them. I've been browsing obviously now and then on the website, the mod hub and all those, to keep up to date with what's going on. But yeah, very, very nice. Well guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and you guys have been epic as always. Been great, good fun to be back. So have a great time, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.